Presentation 3. My analysis will be on chapters 2 and 3. I do this because in Black Trash, Charles Mills argues that racism is embedded within the social contract, and the social contract is established by white Europeans to validate white supremacy or white superiority. By using theories that are unproven in science and eugenics, these men prove that whiteness is perfect in terms of anatomy, biology, and other states of nature compared to blacks. Blacks are seen as the antithesis of perfection within the society. Blackness is equated to hostility, negativity, badness, or even trashiness. This claim of trashiness is supported by all aspects of this society, or the society that encompasses the philosophers and the men who brought about the social contract. So to control this negativity, or to control the contamination or infection that the black trash polity or body brings, whites have used laws and policies to oppress African American communities, to have a sense of power and control over this trash to not get out of hand and also pollute white communities. Charles Mills argues later on in Black Trash narrative that the validity of this term gives whites the power to control the trash within their communities, the trash being black people. In this case, and in American society, the power dynamics of whites and blacks makes it very easy for whites to make policies that imprisons African American families, African American men more than whites for the same crime offenses being committed. Gordon reiterates that blackness contaminates the environment. In a sense, blackness is equated to bad or a malfunction of society. Environmental racism is what whites have been using to contain the black trash. And this has to do with housing laws, has to do with other philosophies and other contractual laws that actually elides or erase history or the strength of the black community and also the consciousness and empowerment of the community. In chapter 2, we are made to understand that for whites to validate all the arguments they make about the black trash, they use techniques such as cognitive dysfunction, which is pretty much a way of relating to the racial caste systems or stigmas or biases and bigotry and systems of mass discrimination they've created as being the natural state of things, and not taking time back to realize that they actually just making things up in a sense. The other thing that stood out was epistemic ignorance and white ignorance, which is when whites pretty much decide to put their actions under the rug and more so just blame the current circumstance as being what makes things happen. Other things that also lead to this is also motivated irrationality, which Mills described as a worldview and a narrative of exploitation that ironically goes unseen by those who employ it every day. And even though it surrounds them, it is part of what constructs their reality, so they dare not bother to speak of it. I believe this also in turn leads to white supremacist theories that go on in our daily activities today. Thank you for listening.